Okay. So we're talking about Chinese medicine, yoga, and Qigong today in Harmony Yoga. So welcome, welcome. Draw the tailbone down and let yourself connect. So every element, and there's 5 elements in Chinese medicine: the wood, which we're in right now, the earth, the fire, the metal, and the water. And every element has what's called a jing, a qi, and a shen. The jing is the physical body. So in wood energy, it's the liver and the gallbladder. The qi is like your emotional component. And so in this time of wood energy, springtime, we're working on clarity. And when you think about the eyes, like the liver is so connected to the eyes. If you've ever known anybody that's had liver disease, their eyes can get jaundiced. So it's about keeping clarity within yourself and like, what's your purpose? That sort of spring energy when it's balanced. When it's not balanced, liver can produce a lot of anger, irritability, frustration. So that's what we're watching for. That's what we're observing for. And so the jing, the qi, and the shen is the spiritual energy. And in this wood time of year, the spiritual energy is called the hun, and it means the observer. So what we're going to practice today is just our observer within ourselves, just noticing, not judging, just noticing. So let yourself land your hands, palms down, and lean back. And draw your tailbone down and reach the crown of the head up. And notice head over shoulders and shoulders over hips. And just as you arrive here, where can you soften more? You say soft is the new strong. So is there any place that you're holding or gripping that you can observe and just soften within yourself? Come back to the present moment. And in the present moment, notice what you hear. Maybe the rustle of the palm trees. Notice any sounds around you. And as you observe, notice where your skin hits the air. And then just notice your body breathing you. Just notice that energy, our energy, comes in on every inhale. And goes out on every exhale. Like the greater energy comes in and fills us up. And then a part of us goes back out. So now find a voluntary breath and fill everything up as you inhale all the way out through to your skin. And then exhale, belly to spine, pelvic floor in and up. Feel all the way as you fill up to your skin. And exhale, belly to spine. And let the breath be slow and long and deep. Notice what you're observing. Can you stay with the breath and out of the thoughts, out of the thinking mind? So in this time of year, wood energy, which is springtime, liver, gallbladder, we're cultivating our observer, our non-judgmental observer within ourselves. That just keeps us coming back to the present moment. Just keeps us coming back to noticing. So we can feel that pause button. In between the stimulus and the response, there's a pause. That's what Viktor Frankl says. So finding that pause button within yourself. Feel the breath. Begin to fill everything up and arch the back, fill it up through to your skin. Inhaling, I am. And now tuck the chin around the back here. Just coming back to here. Shoulder blades together, heart opens, I am. Exhale, here. Belly in and up. Stay with the mantra, stay with the breath. I am. Arch the back. Here. Notice that prana fill up. Exhale. Nice. One more like this. Reach your hands back behind you. Open up. I am. Hook the thumbs around the back here. Expanding, opening. Feel your shoulder blades kiss. Feel the back of the heart here. Opening up, throat opens. And then you tuck your chin. Draw the belly in, pelvic floor in and up. One more. I am. Here. Good. And then just pause. As we open up our practice, feel the tailbone down, reach the crown of the head up, and take your hands, rub them together. Feel that heat, feel that friction. Good, pause, feel all that. Reach your right hand up, follow your hand with your eyes, and then exhale, come back to center. Notice your hips stay forward. Left hand lifts up, out to the side and back. So we're opening up our practice. Right hand comes up. So this is like a big infinity sign. This is your auric field. All the energy that's emitted around you, outside of you. Two hands up, draw your tailbone down. I am. Here. Go really slow. Inhaling up. Feel the stretch here. Good. One more time. Tailbone down as you lift up. Here. And then just pause and notice the energy. And let yourself just set your intention to be the observer. Just notice inside of you and keep coming back to the present moment. That's the goal, coming back to the here and now. So take a big breath in, fill everything up. And then exhale, belly to spine. Good. As you come up and we warm up, put your hands on your shoulders and let's just begin to just kayak. So that water energy, winter time, kidneys, urinary bladder, just kind of warming up the synovial fluid in the shoulders, feeling your hips forward. Good, go the other way. Soon we will be kayaking on the water, right? Yeah. Good, now pause. You're gonna inhale to the left and exhale to the right. Hips stay forward. So we're really opening up the torso. Go at whatever speed feels good to you. Now you can keep your hands on your shoulders, or you can reach them out like broomstick arms. Make sure you have room around you. Inhale, exhale, flexing the wrists. Inhale, exhale, that's it. Just go slow. If you want, you can tap your heart and look at that extended hand. Just feel how it's all connected as we build a little energy. You tap on the heart, find a smile on your face. That heart energy is part of the fire. The wood feeds fire. Every organ feeds, or every element, I should say, feeds the next element. But two elements back is what controls it. And they call that the grandparent. Yes, the grandparent controls the child. So in the wood energy, the grandparent is the metal. When you think of metal, an axe chopping wood, right? Metal controls wood. So fall energy controls spring energy. Inhale, exhale. That's it. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and just pause. Feel your shoulders, feel the chi. Good. Opening up your eyes. Let's come and have a long seat. So we're going to sit in a wide V and just go over the liver and the gallbladder lines of energy, the meridian highways, right? So the liver goes from the big toes up the inseams, all the way up through belly to the low ribs. So that's where the liver chi ends. And the gallbladder goes from the outer eyes, down the sides of the neck, down the side bodies, those IT bands out the fourth toes. So let's bend the knees a little bit just to soften the hamstrings and find a little tapping. Let's tap the big toes. The big toes is actually the liver, the spleen, and the kidney. They're all yin organs, yin energy going up. So tap above the ankles, in the inseams, below the knees. And these are all meridian points. If you went to an acupuncturist, they might put needles in these points. Above the knees, good, inseam, to the belly, and then to the low ribs. That's the kidney, sorry, that's the liver line of energy, liver chi. Now the gallbladder, let's tap from the outer eyes, down the jaw, down the side bodies, those ribs, down the IT bands. Oh, that feels good. All the way down to your fourth toes. Yeah, so one more time, big toes, up the inseams, coming all the way up, belly, low ribs, liver chi, gallbladder chi, sides of the eyes, sides of the body, IT bands, all the way to fourth toes. So let's reach the hands back behind us, flex the feet. We're gonna breathe those lines of energy. So you could stay closer together or wider apart, but we are gonna open up the inseams on the legs and the side bodies. So let yourself just stay here. Point the toes. Imagine you can breathe from the big toes up the inseams all the way up to those low ribs on the inhale. And now flex the feet and imagine from the outer eyes that energy draping down the side bodies, side legs as you press your thighs down out through fourth toes. So point your toes. Feel from the big toes up the inseams, all the way up through belly to low ribs. And then exhale, flex the feet from the outer eyes, down the side bodies, side legs, fourth toes. One more time, big toes, up the inseams, all the way up through those floating ribs. And then exhale from the outer eyes, see it in your mind's eye, that yang energy floating down side ribs, IT bands out fourth toes. Good. And then let's bend the knees. Let's just bring the hips from side to side. Just begin to open the body. And as you do, you're going to take your arm to the opposite side. So you're just beginning to just find a little energy. Energy has sounds. Energy has colors. Energy is vibration. So as we begin to open up this fire energy, we're going to go, ha, ha, ha. You can look over your opposite shoulder. Ha, ha. Fire sound. Ha, ha. Healing sound. One more. Ha, ha. Good. Now, as you land down, put your hands underneath your thighs. Arch the back. Send that energy up from big toes all the way up inseams to lower ribs. The liver sound is SH, round the back. Shh. So flexing the feet, fill the belly, inhale. Exhale, down gallbladder. Shh. Good, inhale, fill up. And exhale, shh. One more. Shh. Good. And then let's land the right leg out, draw the left knee in. Let's rock the baby. Rock the baby. Opening up the hip. Go the other way. And then land it down. If you need, you can take a block underneath your knee or a blanket or a pillow if that would feel good. But you want your right leg to be straight out. And now turn and face the leg. Let's just begin to hinge forward and open up the back. Draw your ears back. Fill everything up to your skin. Exhale, belly to spine, S sound, which is that metal sound of the lungs. Grandparent, fill it up. Feel the belly go in and up. It's your chi bank account. One more time. Good. Now, as you lift up, you're going to take your right hand to the inseam of your right leg. Circle your left shoulder. Just opening it up. And go the other way. Good. Keep drawing your right thigh down and take your left arm up and over. And you can feel the energy on that whole left side body. That's the gallbladder energy. So we're going to breathe bilaterally from your right big toe all the way up through to right ribs. You inhale. From your left eye, down the side of the jaw, the side ribs, the left IT band down, left fourth toe, you exhale. Stay here. Breathe from right big toe, all the way up the inseams, right floating rib. And then exhale from that left eye, down the side body. Stay as the observer. Feel it down the IT band, out left fourth toe. Be with it. Where your attention goes, your energy goes. Right big toe, all the way up, right floating rib. Exhale, left eye, down that whole left side of the body. Left fourth toe. One more, right big toe, all the way up, right floating rib. And then exhale, left eye, down that whole left side of the body, left fourth toe. Good, take a big breath in. As you exhale, lift up and just observe that energy on the whole left side of the body. Let's take a twist, legs stay where they are, right hand, left knee. Left hand back behind you. Make sure you're lifting up tall, draw your ears back. Look over your left shoulder. Keep drawing your right thigh back. Use your right eye. Fill everything up all the way to the ends. And belly to spine, S sound. Fill everything up. S sound. One more. Take a big breath in. And now exhale, come to neutral. We're going to do opposite twists, counter twists. So legs stay the same. Left hand, right thigh. Look over right shoulder. Use your left eye if you can. Keep drawing your right thigh down. Flex the foot. Big breath in, fill up to the edges. Exhale, belly goes in and up. Notice how it feels. Maybe stop right before it feels to the end of your range. So you're still in a place of soft. One more. Big breath in. Good. And as you come back to neutral, let's just take the left knee and bend it. So you're in that Z sit, hands on your front left knee. So bend your right knee and arch the back and round the back. And let's dip down and then round. Dip and down and round. Just opening up the spine like a dolphin, letting things roll off its back. I actually saw 2 dolphins out in the water this weekend. One more. And let's come forward, flat back. Round up like a tortoise, flat back. Round, let the neck go, let the jaw go. Round. Good, one more. And as you're here, take your right hand on your hip and just open up that hip joint. Just feels nice. Inhale the hip forward and back. One more. Good. And as you pause, you're going to bring 2 feet down. I'm going to show you sideways. Reach your hands back behind you. So this is called the Hamptons pose. So shoulder blades together, bright heart, big smile. And imagine you could squeeze from your big toes all the way up your inseams, all the way up to your low ribs. Inhale. And then exhale from those outer eyes, down the jaw, down the side body. See it in your mind's eye, down the IT bands, out 4th toes. Press the pinky toes apart, isometrically. Imagine there's a block in between your knees and you could breathe from big toes up the inseams, all the way up through those floating ribs as you open up the heart, soft neck. And then exhale as you press your legs apart from the outer eyes, down the side bodies, out fourth toes. One more time, big toes together, all the way up, floating ribs. Smile on your face from your outer eyes, down the side bodies, fourth toes. Good. And then just give yourself a big hug. Ah, good. Bring the soles of the feet together. And let's arch the back. And then round. So inhale, find the shoulders, heart opening, elbows hug the rib cage. Exhale, S sound. Big breath. Exhale. Good, big breath. One more. Nice. And as you come up tall, left leg out, right knee in. So again, if you need something underneath, a blanket, a pillow, block. So your right foot is on the inseam or the thigh, inner thigh, and you're facing that left leg. Notice your knee is straight up. Flex the foot and then just begin to hinge forward wherever you can go. Draw your ears back. Fill everything up. And belly to spine. Let's find SH, shh, which is the sound of the liver. Wood energy, big breath. Shh. I always think of it like quieting my mind so I can be an observer. Shh. To be right here and feel what you feel. Shh. One more time. Shh. Good. Now lift up, take your left hand on the inseam. Let's circle your whole right shoulder. Ah. Keep drawing that left thigh down, flex the foot. Go the other way. If your shoulder feels at all tender, you can always hold on to the shoulder. It's going to get that shoulder joint moving. And then take your right arm up and over, or you could bring it behind your head. So whatever feels good for you. We're going to breathe bilaterally. So exhale everything out. Breathe from left big toe up the inseam to left floating rib. Exhale from your right eye, down your neck, down your side ribs, your right side of the leg, out right fourth toe. Big breath fills from left big toe all the way up, left floating ribs. See that energy from the right eye, down the right jaw, right ribs, right IT band, right fourth toe. One more like this. Keep pressing left thigh down, left big toe to floating ribs. Right eye to right fourth toe. Inhale. And as you exhale and come up, just be that observer. Notice where you feel the prana. And then let's take the left hand to the right knee, right hand back behind you. Look back behind you. Keep drawing that left thigh down. Use your left eye to look out over your right shoulder. Fill everything up. S sound. Fill everything up. Draw the belly in and up. Good for digestion. One more. Good. Unwind. Take your right hand to your left thigh. Use your right eye. Look over left shoulder. Big breath. Fill it up. One more. Nice. Then make your way back to neutral. Good. So you thought we weren't getting to standing today, but we are. So let's come to stand up. Any way you want to get there. Let's stretch out, stand up. And as you stand up, as we said, every energy has sound and has vibration. So let's begin to tap. Good. Tap your heels. Feel your ankles and your knees and your hips and your wrists and your elbows and your shoulders. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 5, 4, 3. Good. Feel it all move around. Good. This tapping is so good. It breaks up the energy that gets stuck. So that's what happens when we sit too long. The energy kind of like congeals, right? So we want to get it moving and grooving. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 5, 4. Last one. Inhale, 1, 2, 3. Good job. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Put your hands on your low ribs and feel. Feel your feet. Feel the energy moving. Draw your thighs back, your tailbone down. Reach the crown of the head up. So imagine you had a block in between your knees and breathe from big toes up the inseams all the way to your hands, low ribs. And then exhale as you land your hands down from your outer eyes, down your side bodies. Feel those IT bands all the way down through fourth toes, exhaling. Hands to low ribs, breathe the inseams all the way up from big toes, up the inseams, up to the belly, low ribs as you draw your tailbone down. Land your hands on your IT bands as you breathe from the outer eyes, down the side bodies, side legs, fourth toes. One more, hands on the ribs. Breathe from big toes all the way up inseams, floating ribs. Exhale from the outer eyes, down the side bodies, out the fourth toes. Good. So these side ribs, which is actually also part of the heart chakra, we're going to open them up a little bit more. So bring your hands behind your head, press your head into your hands and lean to the right. And we're going to breathe bilaterally like we did. So exhale everything out. Breathe from right big toe all the way up to right floating rib. Exhale from left outer eye, down the whole left side of the body, left fourth toe. Observe right here. Feel right big toe all the way up, right floating rib. Left outer eye, left side body, left fourth toe. One more, right floating rib. Left big toe, fourth toe rather. Good, big breath. Exhale, come on up. And as you come up, you're going to clasp your hands. We're just going to circle the shoulders and circle the hips. Just to kind of get everything moving and grooving. That's it. Whatever way you're going, go the other way, like you're winding up for springtime. We root to rise, right? So come back down, reach, bend your knees, reach your hands back behind you, feel your shoulder blades together, flat back. We're going to root to rise. As you press down on your feet, inhale, lift up. Maybe you'll do a little heart opener, look up at your hands. Exhale, SH, press down. Inhale, lift up, open up. Exhale, shh. Inhale, lift up, open up. Exhale, shh. Take your time. Shh. Feel the belly fill out to the sides, to the skin. Belly in and up. Shh. Shh. One more. Root to rise. Shh. Good. Lift all the way up. Take your hands behind your head. If you always clasp your hands the same way, clasp them the other way. It'll feel a little weird. And lean to the left. So your elbows are open. Feet are down, tailbone down. Let's breathe bilaterally from left big toe up the inseam, all the way up left floating rib. Now from your right eye, down your whole right side of the body, right fourth toe. Feel how it feels. Concentrate. Where your attention goes, your energy flows. Left big toe, all the way up left floating rib. Right eye, down right side of body, right fourth toe. Beautiful, one more. Left big toe up left floating rib. Right eye, right side body, right fourth toe. Big breath. Exhale, come back up. Let's do a standing sit-up. So you inhale, you draw the tailbone down, open up the heart, and then exhale, come forward, belly to spine. So inhale, press head into hands, open up the shoulders. Exhale, belly to spine. Inhale, fill up. Exhale, belly goes in and up. Good, two more. Let's use the S sound. Two more. Last one. And then just float your hands down and observe the chi. Just observe the energy moving around in your body. So let's open the feet a little wide, bend the knees, draw the tailbone down and bring your hands right to your belly. So this is that golden ball of light. And as you inhale, open up the elbows, come on the heels of the feet. Exhale, come onto the balls. Heels, balls of the toes on the inhale, heels on the exhale. Balls of the toes on the inhale, like you're opening up that wide chi ball. Exhale, compressing it right back to the center. Inhale. Exhale. One more like this. Good. Now, as you turn your toes out and come to goddess, draw the tailbone down. Let's just breathe from big toes up the inseams to floating ribs. Straighten the legs, reach the hands down from the outer eyes, down the side bodies. Hold those IT bands out, fourth toes. Good. Inhale, come up, big toes up to floating ribs. Exhale from the outer eyes, down the side bodies. Good job. Press the feet out, fourth toe. So you're reaching your legs away. On the inhale, you draw everything to the center, big toes, tailbone down, all the way up, floating ribs. And then exhale, pressing out from the outer eyes, down the side ribs, fourth toes. Good. Inhale, bend your knees, big toes up, floating ribs. And exhale, open up from the side eyes, down the side bodies, fourth toes. Now bend your knees and keep your elbows by your ribs. And let's open up platters. This is the How Wonderful Mudra, but it's so good for your shoulders. So inhale here. Roll the shoulders up, down, and back. Exhale, come back to center. Inhale here. Good. Roll your shoulders up, down, and back. That's it. Exhale, come back to center. Inhale here. Open up. Exhale, up, down, and back. Come back to center. Last one, inhale. Round, come back to center. Good, let's straighten up the legs. Pivot the feet forward, wide stance, and reach your arms out, 5-pointed star. So thighs back, tailbone down, energy out your fingertips. Feel from the tailbone out through the crown, everything's lined up. Now let's breathe. From big toes up the inseams to floating ribs, and your energy is going inwards and upwards. Now you're pressing it out and down from the side eyes, down the jaw, side ribs, IT bands, fourth toes. So inhale, draw everything to the center, big toes all the way up through to floating ribs. And then exhale from those side eyes, down the side bodies, out the fourth toes. You got this. If your arms are getting tired, you can always put your hands on your hips. Big toes up, inseams, floating ribs. You can put your hands on your little ribs. And then exhale, reach it out. Good job. Out through the side eyes, fourth toes. One more. Draw everything to the center, big toes up. Exhale, push it out. Good. Float your hands down. Walk your feet together. Just observe the energy. Observe your heartbeat. Can you just be an observer and just observe, when does the energy take you to a million thoughts? Can you bring it back to breath and sensation? So we're going to open up again. We're going to do a little tapping, more tapping. So hold your thumbs and tap that low dantian. So good, the fire. And then let's tap the kidneys back there. If you have any low back issues, tapping the kidneys is so good. In between the kidneys, what's called the Ming Meng point, which is the door of life. So that's a really good place to tap. And then right below where those low ribs land, this is liver 14, which is the gate of hope. And in springtime, we want to be in that place of hope. So tapping here, and you could tap opposite, which would be really nice, crossing over. And just as you're tapping opposite, tap your thymus. Yeah, good. So we're tapping all those T cells. And then let's tap the spleen and the liver. Liver on the right, spleen on the left. Look back behind you. Inhale, inhale, exhale, exhale, inhale, inhale. Feel the weight shift. Inhale, inhale, exhale. Find a smile on your face, taking care of you. Good. So we know we're doing such good things for ourselves just by twisting. Yeah. And we've done all 6 movements already, the arching, rounding, side to side, and the twisting. So good for the spine. So let's begin to tap the lungs. You know, the lungs and the kidneys. The lungs are feeding the kidneys. Look back behind you. Inhale, inhale, exhale, exhale. Inhale, inhale, exhale, exhale. Inhale, inhale, exhale, exhale. One more. Empty coat sleeves. Pause and feel. Nice. So you're going to pivot your left foot out to 90. Bend your left knee. Make sure your knee is right over your ankles. You might need to walk it forward. Right thigh draws back. You can turn your right foot in about 20 degrees. Put your hands out, warrior 2. Draw the tailbone down. Let's breathe those liver, gallbladder, meridians from big toes up the inseams, floating ribs. Exhale from the outer eyes, down those side bodies, 4th toes, press out. So inhale, energy goes in and up, big toes up, floating ribs. Exhale, down and out from the side eyes, all the way down through 4th toes. One more, big toes in and up. Exhale, reach it out. Good. Straighten up your left leg, hands on your hips. Let's come to triangle, which would be really nice for opening up those side bodies. So your body is long here. You can always put your hand on your thigh, or you can put your hand on a block. Reach your right arm up. Press your feet down. Either look down, straight ahead, or up at your right hand. Squeeze, big toes up, inseams, floating ribs. And exhale from those outer eyes, pressing out, 4th toes. Good, big toes, inseams, floating ribs. Exhale, outer eyes, 4th toes. One more. Big breath. Good, now right hand down, bend your left knee, reach your left arm up, peaceful warrior. Fill everything up to the outer edges of your skin. Your right thigh draws back. And belly to spine. Good, outer edges of your skin opening up. Belly goes in and up, S sounds. One more. Inhale. Good, now as you exhale, pivot your feet forward, make sure they're parallel. Clasp your hands behind you. And we're gonna come to a forward bend. So lately, I've been opening my knees wide, but I've been bending my knees and forehead down. Squeeze shoulder blades together. Let the neck go, let the jaw go. Breathe from big toes up the inseams, up floating ribs. Exhale from the outer eyes, down the side ribs, out 4th toes. Good, big toes up, floating ribs. Exhale, gallbladder, outer eyes, side bodies, 4th toes. One more. Good, now right where you are, walk your hands forward. Wide down dog. Just stay here, let the neck go, let the jaw go. You're drawing your thighs back. You can always bend your knees to open your back a little bit more. Reach your hands away. Breathe from big toes up the inseams, floating ribs. Exhale from the outer eyes, down the side bodies, up 4th toes. Again, big toes up the inseams, floating ribs. Exhale from the sides of the eyes, down the 4th toes. One more time. Walk your hands underneath you, grab a block if you like. Let's do a twist. Reach your right hand down, left arm lifts up. Stay here, fill everything up to your skin. Exhale, belly to spine. SH. Liver sound. Big breath. One more. Focus on those floating ribs. Good. Left hand down, right arm lifts up. And let yourself fill up. Notice where your head's most comfortable. Last one. Big breath. Good. Now, as you come down, let yourself bend your knees, reach your hands back behind you, sweep all the way up, and then float your hands out to the side and come to warrior two, opposite side. So bend your right knee. Stay here. Be the warrior. Squeeze everything to the center, big toes all the way up, inseams, floating ribs. Exhale, outer eyes down the side, bodies out, fourth toes. Stay here, big toes up, floating ribs, be the observer. Exhale, outer eyes down the side, body, press fourth toes out. One more. Exhale. Lift up tall, coming into triangle, hands on the hips, leaning over, and then right hand down, left arm up. Decide where you want to look. Breathe from big toes up, inseams, floating ribs. Exhale, sides of the eyes, down side bodies, fourth toes. Big toes, inseams, floating ribs. Sides of the eyes, side bodies, fourth toes. Last one. Good, big breath. Bend your right knee, land your left hand down, right arm up, peaceful warrior. Breathe everything out to the skin. Belly goes in and up, SH. Shh. Quieting the mind, observing. Shh. One more. Shh. Nice. Bring your hands to your heart. Just step your left foot forward. Coming to the top of the mat. Knees soft, tailbone down, from earth up to sky. You inhale. And then exhale, fall forward. Let it all go. Let the neck go. Let the jaw go. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, surrender down. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, letting go. One more time. Good. Now, as we come to a squat, Malasana. So choice one, you could just stay here, but I'm recommending sitting on a block. You don't have to work so hard. You're still getting the stretch. Your elbows and your knees connect, your hands to your heart. Give yourself a moment to get there. Feel the tailbone down, lift the crown of the head up. Breathe from big toes up the inseams to floating ribs. Exhale from the outer eyes, down the side bodies. Feel your fourth toes. Good, big toes, inseams, floating ribs. Exhale from the outer eyes, down the side bodies, fourth toes. One more time, energy goes in and up, down and out. Nice, now let's take the right hand down. So right elbow, right knee connect, and left arm lifts up. And breathe full to your skin. Belly goes in and up, S sound. Fill it all up, expand. Exhale. Last one. Big breath. Good. Now as you come down, switch sides. Left elbow, left knee, right arm lifts up. Fill it up, expand. Exhale. Fill it up, expand. One more. Good, big breath in. Nice. Make your way down. Let's come down and have a seat. Take the block, bring it in between your knees. And let's roll all the way down onto the back. One vertebra at a time. And land everything down. And just pause. Be that observer within yourself. Good. Walk your feet underneath you. We're going to do one bridge pose. So arch the back on the inhale. And then scoop the tailbone under. Lift up your hips. Find opposite thumb on top as you clasp your hands together. Press the shoulders down. Lift the hips higher. Press the feet down. Reach the shins away. Feel the back of the head open up the throat. Breathe through to your skin. Exhale, belly to spine. S sound. Like you could let out the steam. Press the feet down. Breathe through to the skin. S sound. One more time. And you're going to slowly low down, one vertebra at a time. Keep the block there and lift up your knees. Reach your arms out to T or goddess. Send your knees to the right. And let yourself look left. Just take a big breath in, fill everything up. Belly to spine, SH. Big breath fills. SH. Last one. Good, inhale. Slowly keep the backs of the shoulder blades down. Send your knees to the other side. If the block in the knees doesn't feel good, you can take it out. Look at over right shoulder. Fill everything up. Belly in and up, SH. Big breath. Last one. Big breath. Good. Now, as you come back, my recommendation would be take the block out and put your legs up on a couch. So you're in this wide stance, which we've kind of been working with all the time. If that is not available for you, you can just put your legs down. You could take the blocks underneath your thighs. Just let your back soften. Put your hands on your low ribs, wherever you are, whether your legs are up or your legs are down on the earth. But let yourself just visualize this gorgeous blue sky wide. This observer mind. Imagine you could connect to that blue sky energy in your mind. Just observe the mind being open and at ease, wide. Wide in the eyes, so you could be clear. This wood energy, find clarity. Wide on your whole face. Wide in the outer eyes. Wide in the jaw. Wide in the neck. Blue sky. Blue sky right into your shoulders. And just invite yourself to observe what you're shouldering. Can you not let it be here in this moment? Can you just be really present and let your arms be heavy? Feel that blue sky in your elbows, wrists. Feel the breath underneath your hands, blue sky. Your whole torso, blue sky, your belly, your heart. The back of the heart, the low back, the kidneys, blue sky. Feel the body getting heavier. Blue sky down in your hips. Down your thighs, into your knees, blue sky. Into your ankles and out your feet, blue sky. Spacious, wide, observing. What is here for me now? Just feel that blue sky mind. I'd like to read you these words. Identifolds. It's called self-judgment. Sorry, self-observation without judgment. Self-observation without judgment. Release the harsh and pointed inner voice. It's just a throwback to the past and holds no truth about this moment. Let go of self-judgment, the old learned ways of beating yourself up for each imagined inadequacy. Allow the dialogue within the mind to grow friendlier and quiet. Shift out of inner criticism and life suddenly looks very different. I can only say this because I make the choice 100 times a day to release the voice that refuses to acknowledge the real me. What's needed here isn't more prodding towards perfection, but intimacy, intimacy, seeing clearly and embracing what I see. Love, not judgment, sows the seeds of tranquility and change. Love, not judgment, sows the seeds of tranquility and change. I love that. So invite yourself to take 3 deep breaths, filling up the belly, that low dantian, filling up the heart, the middle dantian, and filling up that third eye, that blue sky mind, upper dantian. And if you're still laying down, invite yourself to begin to wiggle fingers and toes, bend your knees if your legs have been up. Make your way all the way up to sit. As we close this practice together, you're gonna let yourself wiggle your hands together. So just begin to, oh, here I am. Wiggle your hands together. And let's close off from the earth up to the sky. Big breath in. Draw it right to your heart. So we're sealing up this little auric field of protection, of just that gentle observer within you today. We're going to end with Sat Nam, which means that identity of truth within yourself. The long Sat and the short Nam. Inhale. Sat Nam. Sat Nam. I honor that truth within myself. Namaste. And just set your intention of whatever it is you want to cultivate off the mat today. Stay in that observer mind. Namaste. Good, so let's pick a card. Flower therapy. Mix it up. Here we go. What do we get? Just the card I picked this morning again.
Oh, really?
Be positive. Yep, same card. Be positive. Bromelade. Your thoughts can shape your experience, so be sure to focus on the positive. Bromelade.
Nice.
So let's see what it says. Be positive. Your thinking has the power to direct your reality. Too many negative thoughts can affect your health and well-being. Remember that your energy is always going out to heaven, the angels, and nature. It's like having an overeager genie beside you who's listening to your thoughts, not even waiting for you to say out loud, I wish for, before it sets to work. If you want the genie to be working on your behalf, choose to concentrate on what you do want rather than what you don't want. Take this card as a clear message that you need to keep your intentions positive. Consciously add positive phrases to your speech. Others are being affected by your words and thoughts. You can change the outcome of this situation with affirmations. Be positive. I love that. Be positive.